Okay, we're going to go slow through this. This is how to password an archive using WinRAR for uploading to Usenet. I'll try to make it simple as I can. Okay, let's get started. Um, so over here on my taskbar, I'm going to use XYPLOR. So I'll open that up. You'll probably use Windows File Explorer. I prefer this program. Same thing though. And we're going to open our file. I've already put mine in here under nzb, the file that I want to archive and upload. So we'll click on that and open it. And I have a few things included in here. I have a couple of NFO files. Our main one, which we'll rename to the title of the file we're uploading, which is this. And we have this SIC of NFO that I include in all my uploads. It's just information that downloaders can see. Improves the traffic to our site. And the same with this www.nzbforyou.com URL. I include that in all my uploads too. It just improves the chances of somebody joining our site and contributing. And you must have Simple Packer installed, or it's not an install program, it's a standalone, but you have to have this program for randomizing files and uploading. Okay, so let's get started with this. So we want to randomize or password this archive here, and I'll show you how to set up WinRAR for passwording. So like we'll right click on this file here right now, and we'll go down to add to archive and click on that. And you'll notice here it says archiving with password. I've already set up a password for my uploads, but I'll set it back to default and show you how to do that anyhow. Okay, default profile. This is where we would all start out at if we didn't have a password added. So first off, we'll come down here, and I like to split mine into 50 megabyte file size. I don't like to get them too big or you have trouble uploading them. 50 seems to work well. Then we'll come over here to set password. Click on that, and we'll enter the password here. And I always use nzbforyou for my password, site name, and everybody that uploads to this site should use that password or this gets confusing. And we'll probably delete the file if we don't know the password. And we'll come down here, show password, yeah, we want to be able to see it. Then we'll encrypt the file names because we want to. And then we'll just press OK. That's your password set. Then we'll come up here to profiles because we want to set that. And we'll click on that and save current settings to new profile. Are you sure you want to store a password to the profile? And yes, we do. And you might want to give it a name like my password for whatever. Uh, we won't tick any of the other stuff. There's no need to. And we'll just press OK. And OK again. And then we're done now. And as soon as you press OK, it'll start archiving this file with the password. And I'll let it run through. It won't take too long. It's a small file. There, all done. Now we'll just test it to make sure that it's archived with the password. And I'll just right click on that and extract it here. And you can see that it's asking for a password, which will be nzbforyou. And we'll just test this to make sure it's working. And that file exists, so of course we'll replace it. And there we go, we see it's extracting, so we know our password's working fine. Good enough. So now we are going to rename our main NFO file with the actual title of the movie. So we'll just click on that. And I usually just double click it slowly to rename. And I grab that movie name, in this case, right click and copy it. And I come up here and rename this file with the movie title when I just paste that in there. So they'll be identical, the NFO and the movie name. And we'll just click over here in the blank spot to make sure it's set. Now we'll open that up, and this is all the information I have preset. You can use this template if you want. And we'll come down here and we'll right click on the movie, and we'll go down to media info, which you must have this program installed if you're doing anything with Usenet. It's a must, and it's free download. And I'll right click on that, and you'll see all the information for the movie will be in this file right here, right? So like I want to copy just the title of the movie and everything else that's in the file. I'll just right click and copy that. Now, then you can just X out of that, close it. And under this posting's content in this pre-made NFO file, you just highlight all the previous content that was in there, highlight it, and just right click and paste your new stuff into it. And you can leave all this other stuff in here as relevant to our site, or you can make your own NFO up. I don't really matter. And I already include this part here, which is the sick of NFO. You don't have to include that one. You can get rid of it, but I leave it here. Anybody can use it. It's just an image link to our site, and the rest is self-explanatory. Now we want to find our IMDb information, and we want to add an image to it. So I might as well show you how to do that too. So we'll just come down here and grab this title of this movie, for example, right click and copy it. And we'll just go up to our browser and paste that into our URL, and we'll just paste in search. And here we go. This is the IMDb for this file. I want to click on that, open it, and I'll just right click and save image. And mine will be saved on this PC to one of my drives. You can select any drive you want to, and I'll just save it. And then we'll grab the movie title or information. From here we'll right click and copy that, and go back and we'll paste that into the previous one. And then I should have opened up my site here. To add an image from a fresh start, I just go down to here. There's other places to do it, but this is the simplest. Just below chat, you just click on that, and this new window will open up, and you just choose the image file you downloaded. And in my case, this one here. So I'll just click on that, and over here and submit that. These images, by the way, are all stored on our site server locally. So it's uploaded here. So now we just come down to the image, and we just press copy on that, and that file name is copied. We'll X out of that. We don't need that no more. Come down here, open up our NFO file again. We'll just highlight and right click and paste our new image file in there. And that's all said and done. We'll just hit the X on it. and save. Yep, that's our NFO file done. Now we come back to our file explorer, and we want to delete uh, the main movie here. We don't need it any longer. We don't want to upload it twice. It makes the file huge then. So we just hit delete and get rid of that. And now we come over to Simple Packer. We want to pack all this stuff up and randomize it. Okay, so we'll click on that. And here we're going to come down, and I like to set my pars to around 4. You can use 4, 5, 6, 3, whatever you want, but the bigger the number, the longer it takes to archive and randomize. So, but before we make the pars, we'll come back over here and click on the upload. We want to copy that NFO file, copy it, go back, and then paste it. So we have a title and a movie name we can copy later, because this will be randomized over here after we continue. So then we just go make pars. This will just take a few seconds. It's not a huge file. Okay, that's all done. So now we want to randomize the file names. So we go over here, we click on that, and you'll see that file names are all randomized. You would not know what that movie is now. Then we just click close. I'm not going to change the file names. They're already zip files. That's good enough. So we close that. Go back, and that's all done. We'll click on that twice, slowly. That's the title that we're going to upload with jbinup. Now we'll just copy that. And I have jbinup on my desktop here. You have to have some sort of an uploader. I use jbinup, I prefer it. And we just click on that, and it's loading. And these are all previous ones I've already uploaded, so we'll just ignore those. We'll come over here to the plus, and remember we've highlighted and copied this title here, and we're going to place it in here. You have to leave these parentheses and this nzbforyou in here on every upload if they're passworded, because that contains the password, and it's extracted manually when you use sabnzb or similar programs to download this file. So we'll just go back to the very last letter on the last upload and highlight that. And we'll just paste in this movie name here. We don't want to use the randomized name here. We want to use the actual movie name. Then we're going to add that upload in. So I'm in C drive under NGB. We'll have to double click this to open it. And yeah, this is the title here. And this is the upload. We want to double click on that. And we want to select all of these. So we'll just push Shift and End, E-N-D on the keyboard. And it will highlight all those. And we'll just go down here to open them. And that adds them in here. We'll go down to forward. And here's where you want to pick out your binary that you're going to be using. In this case, I use obscure ones if I can. Lessens the chance of takedown. So we'll just select this. Now I always add an AB dot in front of the alt binaries. You can use for you or any two sets of letters or numbers here. It doesn't matter what you use. Lessens the chance of takedown. And down here, the name, well, I just put anything in there. You can do whatever you want or leave that alone. It comes preset. So that's all in there now. You just want to go to add that job, and you'll see it gets added in here, right? Now to start uploading, we just press the arrow here and it'll start uploading. I'm not going to wait for this to upload, by the way. My internet connection is sucky the last week or so. And then after it's all done, uh, you'll press on, I can't press on this one now because obviously it's not uploaded yet, but to create an NZB, you click on the one you want to create the NZB for, and right click and create NZB, and where you want to save it to. In this case here, I want to save it to C NZB. Okay, we'll save it there, and you'll see that the one I clicked and saved is in fact here. Okay, I want to stop that. I don't want to upload that movie anyhow. Okay, give this a pause here for. Well, and actually, that's pretty much all there is to making up an NZB for posting on this site if you want it to stay up and be archive passworded. Any other questions? Leave a comment. Okay, thank you.